Hi students, and now we start with the third chapter in geography, that is minerals and power resources. What is minerals? In our day-to-day life we are using so many commodities. All the commodities contains or include some kind of minerals. Toothpaste, we all are using toothpaste. In toothpaste we have minerals, that is silica is one of minerals that are used in making of toothpaste. Then what is minerals? Minerals is a naturally occurring a substance which is a definite composition of chemical composition, which has a definite chemical composition. We called it as a minerals. A mineral is a naturally occurring substance and that has a definite chemical composition is known as minerals. And minerals can be identified on the basis of their physical features, that are color, thickness or hardness, and chemical properties such as solubility. Solubility means the mineral is dissolving in water, and on these factors we can identify minerals. And these minerals are evenly or sparsely distributed in the areas. That means minerals can be found in some particular areas or it can be found in the rock formation. And all these minerals we found, and all the minerals which is not easily accessible to us, because some minerals are in the place of Antarctic bed, and some are then and Antarctica or Arctic Ocean. In these regions we cannot found or we cannot easily accessible these minerals. It is difficult to get. Easily accessible means some of the minerals we get, it is a very difficult, not easily or quickly we get these minerals. And next topic, that is types of minerals. On the composition, the minerals can be divided into metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. And the metallic minerals again divided into ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. That is the classification of minerals under this metallic and non-metallic minerals. Metallic minerals means the minerals that contain metals in raw form. And the metal is a substance that can be a good conductor and good conductor of heat and electricity, and it can be characteristics of shine and luster. Luster means അത് അടിച്ചു പരത്താൻ പറ്റും. And the metals that's in a good conductor of heat and electricity means it can be pass heat and electricity. And the metallic minerals again divided into ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. Ferrous minerals means the minerals that contain iron ore, that is a manganese, bauxite, etc. And non-metallic minerals means, non-ferrous minerals. Non-ferrous minerals means it does not contain ferrous. Ferrous means it does not contain iron ore. And that type of minerals that contain other metals, that is silver, gold, etc. And the two classification metallic minerals divided into ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. Ferrous minerals means minerals that contain ferrous or iron content. Non-ferrous means it does not contain ferrous. Then next classification, that is a non-metallic minerals. This non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals means the minerals does not contain metals. That minerals contain mineral fuels like coal, petroleum, etc. And this type of minerals, non-metallic minerals, are gypsum, mica and limestone are the example of non-metallic minerals. Topic, that is extraction of minerals. How can we get these minerals? And the minerals can be extracted through the process of mining, drilling and quarrying. And the first one, mining. The process of taking out of minerals from the rock formation and buried from the rock formation is known as mining. And the mining, it has a two type, that is open cast mining and shaft mining. Open cast mining means the mining or the minerals can be removed through easily, and the minerals that can be in the shallow depths of earth's surface, and removing the surface then take the minerals is known as open cast mining. And the next topic, that is a shaft mining. That shaft mining means deep bores. The deep bores have to made to reach the underground of the minerals. and this to extract these minerals is known as shaft mining. And next one, that is the drilling and quarrying. And drilling means we know that petroleum or other gases, natural gases, are occurring in the deep or inside the rocks or inside the earth's surface, or it can be extracted by made a bores near to the mineral substance, and through deep bores we can extract the minerals. I am repeating, drilling means deep wells are made near to the mineral occurring place, and through these deep wells the minerals can be extracted. This is known as drilling. And the last one, quarrying. Quarrying means it can be easily extracted by digging out. Minerals can be easily extracted. This process is known as quarrying. The next one, that is a distribution of minerals. And the minerals that's usually found in the rock formation, that's it can be found in metamorphic rocks, igneous rocks, and sedimentary rocks. Usually metallic minerals are found in igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. And the second or the third category, that is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks contains non-metallic minerals like limestone, etc. The next topic, that is uses of minerals. The minerals that can be used for different industries, and the minerals that can be used for making of gems or jewelry items. And next one is copper is one of the metals that is used for making of coins and pipes. Then silicon is another material that's extracted from quartz used for computer industries. And aluminum, that is you all are familiar, and aluminum is extracted from its or bauxite. It can be used airplanes and other industries. That means whatever minerals in our surface that can be used for different purpose, and it can be used by different industries.